Hi, this is Mrs. Larson, and we are in the week of February 5th, 2024, and we are going to be researching and thinking about what are weathering, erosion, and deposition. So the learning objective that we will be focusing on is I will know how weathering, erosion, and deposition can change Earth's surface slowly. When we're taking a look at the world around us, we want to take a look at what Earth's surface and landforms appear to be. And then we begin to wonder, well, what made them happen? So you look at the top picture and you have those mountains in place. And the mountains are a form of landform. And you can see down below along the ocean side where you have sand dunes have formed, which are really small particles of rock broken down. So how does weathering change landforms? Well, weathering breaks down the Earth's surface into smaller pieces, and that's done through chemical weathering and physical weathering. Those pieces are then moved through a process called erosion. And when erosion is the process with the force of gravity or wind or water or ice, and it moves those broken down pieces to somewhere else. And when they are moved to somewhere else, that's known as deposition. So you can see, especially on this huge sand dune, where the particles of sand have been moved or broken apart, and then they change because of the wind affecting them. And the Earth's surface gets broken down through weathering, and this has been occurring ever since Earth has existed. And it changes the landscape and how we see things. And weathering wears away rocks and soils. Erosion moves those pieces of earth that's been broken down by weathering, and that water is the most common way that they are moved, and then they are deposited in other places. They are moved through erosion and deposited somewhere else through deposition. It could be very close, only a few feet away, or it could be many miles away, such as if tiny pieces were washed into a river like you see in the picture on the left. The deposited materials can also create new landforms. And the weathering process can happen at different rates. The one on the right hand side with the sand dunes, that is changing rather rapidly, whereas in a mudslide might be something that happens very rapidly, and then others are slower in their process. And that's what we're going to be learning about as we explore.